Welcome to part 4 of the Introvert Series. Today we're addressing an experience familiar to many introverts: overstimulation. Imagine navigating a day filled with loud sounds, bright lights, and constant demands for attention, leaving you feeling mentally drained. For introverts, overstimulation is more than just an inconvenience. It's an experience that can deeply impact well-being and energy levels. Let's dive into what overstimulation is, why it affects introverts uniquely, and ways to restore calm amidst life's chaos. Overstimulation happens when we're exposed to an overwhelming amount of sensory input. It's that feeling when noises, bright lights, and constant activity stack up, pushing our senses to the limit. For introverts, who often recharge through quiet and solitude, overstimulation can be particularly challenging. In contrast to extroverts, introverts' brains are wired to process stimulation differently, which can make them more sensitive to busy environments, loud noises, or emotionally intense interactions. Think about a crowded cafe, a buzzing workplace, or a fast-paced social event. For introverts, these settings can feel like mental overload. Over time, these high-stimulus experiences build up, leaving many introverts feeling anxious, fatigued, and, at times, even irritated. Recognizing this experience is the first step in learning how to manage it. How do you know if you're experiencing overstimulation? The signs can vary, but they often include feeling overwhelmed, mentally exhausted, or irritable. You might notice physical symptoms like a racing heart, tense muscles, or shallow breathing. Other times it's emotional. You might feel frustrated, anxious, or even a sense of dread in particularly stimulating situations. One key indicator is a strong desire to escape or withdraw. For instance, if you're at a loud event and find yourself scanning for the nearest exit or bathroom, that's your mind signaling that it's reached its limit. Being aware of these cues empowers you to take action before the feeling escalates. Remember, these signals aren't weaknesses. They're your body's way of letting you know it's time to recharge. Overstimulation doesn't just cause discomfort in the moment, it can also have lasting effects on mental health. When consistently overwhelmed by sensory input, introverts may feel drained, impacting their mood, productivity, and emotional balance. Chronic overstimulation can lead to burnout, anxiety, and a diminished sense of well-being. For example, imagine juggling a high-stimulation job with social obligations every evening. Even if you enjoy some of these activities, the cumulative effect of constant stimulation takes a toll. Over time, it can lead to feelings of resentment, irritability, and even avoidance of future activities. Learning to manage this helps maintain mental clarity, reducing stress and preventing burnout. Now, let's talk about practical ways to manage overstimulation in everyday life. First, introduce mindful breaks into your routine. Taking 5 to 10 minutes to step outside, close your eyes, or practice deep breathing can reset your energy and prevent sensory overload from building up. Another helpful strategy is creating a sanctuary space at home or work, a calm, quiet spot where you can decompress. Surround it with calming elements: a plant, a comfortable chair, or a soft light. In particularly stimulating environments, consider using noise-cancelling headphones or calming music to minimize excess noise. For instance, having a go-to playlist of soothing sounds can help buffer external noise and allow you to reclaim a sense of calm. Practice saying no when needed. If you're invited to an event or social obligation that feels overwhelming, it's okay to decline. Communicating boundaries gently but firmly allows you to protect your mental space without feeling guilty. Setting boundaries is crucial for managing overstimulation. If you know certain situations tend to drain your energy, preemptively setting limits helps maintain balance. For instance, limit the time you spend in high-stimulus settings. Whether it's leaving an event early or setting a specific time frame for meetings, these boundaries protect your energy levels. Boundary setting applies to relationships as well. Politely inform friends, family or colleagues that you may need breaks during social gatherings or prefer quieter settings for conversations. While this may feel uncomfortable at first, it ultimately empowers you to engage more meaningfully and fully when you do participate. After a particularly busy day, dedicate time to recharge and ground yourself. Find activities that soothe you, like reading, listening to calming music, or taking a warm bath. Practicing mindfulness exercises, such as deep breathing or gentle yoga, can also help reduce the effects of overstimulation. Engage in hobbies that restore, rather than deplete your energy. Think of things that bring joy without additional stimulation. Remember, recharging isn't a luxury, it's essential for your mental and emotional well-being. By prioritizing this time, you'll feel more centered and better equipped to face the demands of the day. Finally, embrace your need for calm as a core part of who you are. Society often glorifies high-energy lifestyles, but as an introvert, your strength lies in introspection, creativity, and depth. By honoring your need for quieter moments, you're not only improving your mental well-being, but also reinforcing your true nature. Approach your need for calm with compassion rather than judgment. The more you respect this part of yourself, the more empowered you'll feel navigating the world on your terms. Over time, you'll find that setting boundaries, recharging, and managing overstimulation aren't just coping strategies, they're an essential part of living a balanced, fulfilling life. In today's episode, we explored how introverts can manage overstimulation, from recognizing its signs to implementing strategies for balance. Remember, feeling overstimulated doesn't mean you're weak. It's a natural response that deserves understanding and respect. By taking small steps to create a quieter, more manageable environment, you can better navigate life without compromising your well-being. Thank you for joining us for part 4 of the Introvert Series. If you found these tips helpful, let us know in the comments and share your own strategies for managing overstimulation. And don't forget to check out the rest of the series for more tips on thriving as an introvert. See you in the next episode.